What's up, guys? As promised, I wanted to show you guys a really easy way to get like a salon quality blowout whenever you're blow drying your extensions at home. I have let my hair air dry a little bit. It's Sunday, today's my day off. It's getting fairly later in the evening, so no makeup, all natural. Sunday's really kind of my chill out day, so no makeup, guys, keeping it real. So I already let my hair air dry. I would say it's been air drying for like maybe an hour and a half ish. So and you can see my hair has got some texture to it, and then my extensions kind of match that texture a little bit too. Kind of nice. But anyways, I prepped my hair with the Untangled Leave-In Conditioner from Kevin Murphy, and then I also used the Young Again oil from Kevin Murphy as well, and I really like these. I feel like everybody needs a little bit of extra moisture in the wintertime, especially with extensions. Everybody's been like, my hair feels a little bit more dry, and that's because our heat is on, everybody's skin is more dry, your hair is definitely more dry too, so you want to use like a really good like leave-in conditioner on your extensions during this time especially. So this has been my favorite thus far, so highly recommend. So even on the top of my hair, I'm using like a volumizing mousse. The one I'm using is called Bodybuilder from Kevin Murphy. I've got the travel size right now, but you can't see it because of my lighting, but oh well. It's called Bodybuilder. So what I like to do, I don't brush my hair out at all. Like, I let it air dry. I'm gonna section up my top row, gently detangle that. There we go. So top row, I'm going to section that up, and then I'm just basically going to start blow drying with my hands first. You want to, believe it or not, your blow dryer is going to work out all of your tangles, which is great. But you want to keep in mind, you know, our hair is really fragile when it's wet, and that's why I actually just like to not brush it while it's wet. Another thing to keep in mind with your blow dryer at home, we have the Gamma Pros at the Salon, and I love the Gamma. I'm actually going to get myself one. This is like a Bio-Ionic 10X. It's actually my old blow dryer from the Salon that I used to use. But one thing you want to keep in mind is you want to keep first of all, keep a nozzle on your blow dryer. That is going to direct the air. If you're pointing the nozzle down, which is what I recommend, that's keeping the cuticle blowing down. Like, you don't want to flip your head upside down and like go all crazy with the blow dryer, because your cuticle is going to get all roughed up, and that makes your hair look more frizzy. So you'll see that I actually just dry my hair with the nozzle kind of pointing down. I dry almost all of my hair with my hands. I will detangle with my wet brush in between rows, but you'll see that like I don't actually take my round brush out until the absolute very end, just to kind of smooth the ends under just a little bit. I kind of put a little bit more focus on the top of my hair, just to give it some more volume. So stay tuned. Okay, so a few things. While you're blow drying, if you come across your section and it's dry, but you still have a little bit of tangling somewhere, one thing you can do, and I really encourage all my clients to not just rip through it with a brush, like separate it with your hands, like pull your hair apart first, and then go through working from your ends up to detangle that hair. It's just going to preserve your extension hair much better, and it's just more gentle on your hair. You don't want to just be ripping through your hair. It just is going to be not good. Causes more breakage and split ends, so be wary of that. Whenever I'm going in with my round brush, I use like one of these big bad boys. It's a 450 from, I think it's like Cricut, but we have these at the salon too. So while I'm working with it, I'm using it hot, you know, pretty much the hottest heat, but I'm not like letting my blow dryer just like roast that hair really slowly. I'm gonna be working with it and just kind of getting the job done. You know, I'm not trying to make everything like super smooth and sleek. Like if I really wanted to kind of go through and finish my hair a little bit more, I would use a flat iron probably around my natural hair. And you can run it through your extensions too, just to polish them a little bit more. But you'll kind of see what I do. I like to kind of almost lift everything up and bring it down, and that gives it that nice curve. And part of it is this brush too. It makes a big difference. So okay, second row, here we go. I'm pretty much just repeating the same thing I did on the bottom, just to kind of smooth things out. And I mean, as you can see, it's pretty smooth and sleek compared to all of this. So we'll just keep on keeping on. All right, time for the top. So when I'm drying my hair, I really kind of blow dry it every which way in the beginning, just to kind of give as much volume as possible at the top. I feel like that makes such a big difference, but you'll kind of see as I'm working that I'm kind of dragging things forward while I'm working with my round brush. So pro tip, if you can get the front of your hair looking really good, everything falls into place. Just trust me, even if you're not loving the rest of it. There's something about being able to just get a nice swoop through your bangs and your sides a little bit. It makes such a big difference. So I'm gonna start in the front, and I'm gonna kind of talk you guys through what I'm doing while I'm doing it. My hair is mostly dry. I dried it with my hands really quick. I think that's the biggest thing, is you want to get your hair almost completely dry. Always, really, extensions, no extensions, before you start working with a round brush, and that takes a lot of the work out of it. So I'm going to wrap my brush around this way, and I'm going to kind of drag that through, and I'm really kind of over directing it, going down like this, and then bringing it right back up. At the very end, I hit it with the cool shot button. As you can see, I was holding my blow dryer right on top of there and bringing it in and out, but then I would hold my blow dryer away. This thing gets really hot. It's like a professional blow dryer, so it's no joke. But you always want to be really careful with your blow dryers, like kind of give your hair a little bit of, you know, don't just bake it on there. But you know, you might want to pull it away just a little bit as you're working. But I'm really kind of dragging that hair through there, and then I'm going to release, and then I've got a nice little swoop going there. But I still have some lift and volume up here, which is definitely what I want. So I'm pretty much going to do that with every section of my hair. Through the top, I'm really going to drag this up a little bit more just to give a little bit more volume, but you'll see what I'm doing as I'm working. So all done. Just a few key takeaways for you guys. You know, make friends with the cool shot button on your blow dryer, for one thing. As you're working through the top, you always want to keep everything kind of going up. If you have longer layers, if you're trying to blend with shorter layers with extensions, you want to keep things a little bit lower and not as much round brushing, but a little bit more smoothing, just kind of dragging it through the hair. Another key takeaway to make your style last and make your roots not get as oily, it is always important to use some type of volumizing product like the Bodybuilder from Kevin Murphy. I find that my roots don't get as oily as fast if I'm using some type of like a volumizing product at my roots. I'm going to use just a little bit of the Young Again oil. Again, just using like one pump now that I'm done with my blow dry. And I'm just going to kind of run it through the ends just a little, just to keep that smoothness going on and the shine. And then I will be able to, you know, wear it straight tomorrow if I feel like it. I tend to not wear my hair straight as often. I just like to have a little texture in my hair, but it's always good to have options. But as you can see, everything's all smoothed out, and you guys saw how crazy it looked in the beginning. So, you know, have fun with it. Part your hair different ways while you're blow drying just to get volume. It'll kind of fluff things up a little bit more. Play with your part, move it around, have fun with it. And I love to answer your all's questions, so shoot me a message if you have any questions about the products that I use today. And you can always check out our website to shop any Kevin Murphy products. We appreciate all the support from you guys. You're awesome, and I will see you soon.